The U.S. and Philippines begin joint patrol to counter China warships annoying in South China Sea. The Philippines and the U.S. on Wednesday began a two-day joint patrol in the disputed South China Sea. The two nations held the first such joint exercise in November. The two-day bilateral event will conduct passing exercises, communication checks, cross-deck exercises, joint patrols, officer of the watch maneuvers, and fixed-wing flight operations, said a statement by the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP. The AFP deployed 4 vessels, a multi-role helicopter, and an anti-submarine warfare-capable helicopter, while the U.S. forces deployed an aircraft carrier, a cruiser, 2 destroyers, and multiple combat aircraft, the statement said. Gen. Romeo Bronner, Jr., Chief of Staff of the AFP, underscored the significance of the Second Maritime Cooperative Activity, terming it a significant leap in our alliance and interoperability with the U.S. Our alliance is stronger than ever, sending a message to the world. We are advancing a rules-based international order and a free and open Indo-Pacific region when facing regional challenges, he said. Meanwhile, China's People's Liberation Army is also carrying out two-day routine patrols in the South China Sea, state media reported. Territorial disputes in the South China Sea involve conflicting island and maritime claims in the region by several sovereign states, including China, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam. However, China said its Navy and Air Force conducted patrols in the South China Sea, an event that comes as the U.S. and the Philippines hold maritime drills in the same region, reflecting the rising tensions in the contested waterway. The routine operations on Wednesday and Thursday aim to resolutely safeguard China's sovereignty, security, and maritime rights and interests, the People's Liberation Army said in a post on social media. The PLA added that its forces were on high alert and fully aware of and prepared for any military activities that spoil the South China Sea and create flashpoints. China's military didn't say where its patrols happened or what types of aircraft and vessels were involved. Tensions between China and the Philippines have flared in recent months, with their vessels facing off in the contested wasters. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi last month warned that relations between Beijing and Manila were facing serious difficulties amid the friction in the body of water that Beijing claims nearly entirely as its own. Earlier reports said the Chinese warships, identified as the guided missile destroyer Hefei 174 and the frigate Huangshan 570, followed BRP Ramon Alcaraz PS-16, her sister ship BRP Gregorio del Pilar PS-15, and BRP Davao del Sur LD-602, a landing platform dock as the Filipino ships sailed in formation for the whole day. Days after Wang's comments, Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Philippine counterpart Enrique Manalo discussed important opportunities to further strengthen their long-standing alliance in 2024. On Wednesday, the Philippine and U.S. militaries began their second maritime drills in the South China Sea in less than 2 months. The Philippines and the U.S. resumed joint patrols in the South China Sea in November after they'd been halted for years. The PLA said around that time that a frigate was also conducting patrols in the sea. AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Bronner said the second such joint military activity this week marked a significant leap in Manila's alliance with the U.S. and its interoperability with the American military. Our alliance is stronger than ever, sending a message to the world. We are advancing a rules-based international order and a free and open Indo-Pacific region in the face of regional challenges, Bronner had said. GMA News Online has reached out to the Presidential Communications Office for comment on the recent shadowing incident, but it has yet to reply as of posting time. Last week, the Philippines said it was not provoking conflict in the South China Sea, responding to China's accusation that Manila was encroaching on Beijing's territory. China has repeatedly warned the Philippines of breaching areas of the South China Sea it considers its territory. China claims almost the entire South China Sea, while the Philippines refers to the part of the South China Sea within its exclusive economic zone as the West Philippine Sea. China said the Philippines has relied on U.S. support to continually provoke China. The Philippines and the U.S. first launched joint patrols in November, and security engagements between the treaty allies soared last year amid growing tensions in the South China Sea. Beijing and Manila have traded sharp accusations in recent months over several run-ins in the South China Sea, including charges that China rammed a ship earlier this month carrying the Philippine Armed Forces Chief of Staff.